I wasn't supposed to see it. It was just another Monday morning, the kind where I scrolled LinkedIn half asleep, coffee cooling beside me, pretending to be productive. Then her name popped up. Clara Martin, my wife of 3 years, smiling in a photo beside a man I didn't recognize. So grateful my boyfriend connected me with his mentor. Learning so much from you both, Redheart. My stomach dropped. Boyfriend. It was like the word reached through the screen and punched me in the chest. First I thought it was a typo. Maybe she meant husband. But then I noticed the subtle difference in tone, casual, romantic, almost proud. And the comments below didn't help. You two are adorable. Power couple alert. What a lovely post. I just sat there frozen, as the quiet hum of the refrigerator filled the kitchen. Clara and I met 5 years ago at a conference. She was a marketing consultant, I was in software sales. She had this spark, this confidence that could make anyone in the room lean in when she spoke. I fell fast. When she said she wanted to start her own business, I supported her with everything I had, my contacts, my weekends helping her design her website. And yes, even my mentor Mark Ellison, a seasoned executive who had helped me climb my own career ladder. Clara had met him once over dinner, back when she was still figuring out her niche. He was polished, twice our age, and always sharp in a 3-piece suit. I remember introducing them, proud, even a bit naive, thinking I was opening doors for her. Apparently I opened the wrong one. By noon I had gone down the rabbit hole. I clicked through her profile, noticing subtle changes I hadn't paid attention to before. A new headshot, a new relationship tag hidden in the About section. It didn't say married, just in a relationship. The ring was still on her finger that morning when she kissed me goodbye. I tried calling her, but it went to voicemail. She had mentioned a networking lunch. I waited, each second feeling heavier than the last. When she finally walked through the door that evening, her laughter filled the apartment. The same laugh that used to warm me but now made my skin crawl. Hey babe, she said, setting her bag down. You look serious. What's up? I turned my laptop toward her. The post glowed on the screen like a confession in plain sight. Her face drained of color. Oh, you saw that? That? I repeated, my voice barely steady. You mean the post where you called someone else your boyfriend? She exhaled sharply, avoiding my eyes. It's not what it looks like, Daniel. I laughed, the kind of broken, disbelieving laugh that hurts your throat. Really? Because it looks like my wife just announced to her professional network that she's dating someone else. It was just a figure of speech, she said, fumbling for words. You know how social media is, people exaggerate. Mark's been mentoring me, helping me grow. It was supposed to be a fun post. Fun, I said. You called him your boyfriend, Clara. She rubbed her temples, sighing. Okay, I shouldn't have phrased it that way. But you're overreacting. Mark and I have a professional relationship. I stared at her, searching for even a flicker of guilt. Then why didn't you mention that lunch was with him? Silence. Over the next few days, the cracks widened. She started coming home late, her excuses thin. Networking dinners, client meetups, strategy calls. But what really broke me wasn't what she said. It was what she stopped saying. No more good mornings. No more late-night talks about our dreams. Just distance, cold, deliberate distance. I started noticing the signs. Her phone always face down, her perfume changed, her laughter softer, like she was saving the real version of herself for someone else. So, I did what any man in quiet denial would do. I checked. Mark had an open LinkedIn profile too. And there it was, the confirmation I didn't want but needed. A post from a week earlier. Proud of this woman. Talented, driven, and someone who makes me believe in second chances. The picture? Mark and Clara sitting close, her hand lightly resting on his. Second chances. The words burned. I confronted her again that night. Are you sleeping with him? I asked, my voice breaking. She looked at me, not angry, not sorry. Just tired. I didn't mean for it to happen, she whispered. Mark and I just connected. You've been so distant lately, always buried in work. I felt unseen. Unseen. I said, my voice rising. Clara, I built your business with you. I gave you everything I could. Even introduced you to him. Tears welled in her eyes. I know. And I'm sorry. But he understands me in ways you don't. That line, he understands me in ways you don't, hit me harder than any confession could. I packed a bag that night. Not because I was sure I wanted to leave, but because I knew staying would destroy whatever was left of me. She didn't stop me. She didn't cry, didn't beg. Just stood in the doorway silent. And in that silence I realized the marriage had ended long before the post. Weeks passed. The apartment felt emptier than ever, though technically she still lived there. I started sleeping on the couch, scrolling past her updates like they were strangers' posts. She was thriving, new clients, new connections, even photos of her at conferences with him beside her. People commented things like power duo and couple goals. They didn't know the man behind the smile had been replaced. One night I got a message from Mark. Just one line. "I'm sorry you had to find out like that." That was it. No explanation. No respect. Just a man who took what wasn't his, pretending it was love. I never replied. 6 months later, Clara posted again. A new milestone, a company award. Same smile, same man beside her. To my partner in life and in business. We did it. No ring on her hand this time. I stared at the screen, feeling nothing. No anger. No sadness. Just an empty space where love used to live. It's strange. Betrayal doesn't end with the breakup. It lingers. In the quiet moments, in the songs you used to share. In the smell of coffee that reminds you of mornings together. But it also teaches you something about trust, about boundaries, about how blind love can be. I deleted her from my contacts, blocked her profiles, and started rebuilding myself piece by piece. And now when people talk about LinkedIn posts and success stories, I can't help but smile bitterly. Because I learned that sometimes the most polished posts hide the ugliest truths.